Well, hello, folks. I got home from work today to find about 100 strings that I had tied on a trellis for beans and peas I was going to plant actually today. I found all the strings cut and a letter in my mailbox, a certified letter from my landlord. He had mentioned to another tenant that there was somebody here who wasn't going to have their lease renewed. So I guess that's something short of being evicted, since I think my lease is to the end of August, I guess. So I'm about to lose my home of 14 years and all the packing of all my belongings, my instruments, my computers, my recording studio, my books, my CDs, just everything. My garden was starting to look pretty good. It was almost done being planted. I'm surprised he didn't stomp on the plants besides, as he was cutting my strings to my trellis. Just another one of his childish signs. My days are numbered here. I'm not feeling very happy right now. It seemed to most of my neighbors were looking forward to getting stuff from my garden. I believe the one girl, or woman, who I mentioned in a previous video had done most of the complaining about my garden, and probably had said things to the new tenants when they moved in, because for a little while they were acting kind of unfriendly towards me. Now they seem friendlier, but the harm's been done. I'm the final tenant who's been living in this house when my current landlord bought it. I've been here 15 years. I got my ferns are growing all over the place along the house, and it's looking good. My ivy, and I just when you live someplace for 14, 15 years, you got a lot happening. Apparently, I will have to be moving from here. Now, my landlord is not a good person. He chopped down trees to make a parking lot. He left stumps sticking up that the other tenants, not me, I don't park there, but the other tenants, the bottoms of their cars hit the stumps, and he wouldn't remove the stumps. He put a new door on my house, didn't put a door handle on it or a lock. When he first bought the place, he chopped down a tree that I'd been growing for 7 years and then transplanted it here. So I've had that tree going on 2 decades. He chopped it down. I guess upon moving, that tree will be destroyed once again. It's too big. It grew out of little sprouts or something that came out of the trunk, which was only about 3 inches above the ground. My landlord is young enough to be my son, and he's a very disrespectful person. He I don't know. So I have to move. I'm presuming it'll be within the next 3 months. Because I guess if I was being evicted, I would have not received a certified letter. It would have been, I guess, a sheriff or something would come with an eviction notice. I don't know. All I know is this young man is a disrespectful person. Even with, there's a nice lady moved next door, paid him 4 months in advance, basically gave him thousands of dollars, and he's even smart-ass to her. She has a little plot of dirt that she plants. Last year she planted it. This year, just like in my garden, he dumped a ton of wood and never cleaned it up. Now I just seen my other neighbor as I was investigating what happened to my trellis, and she didn't have much to say. I asked her, was the landlord here? She said she didn't know. They made a comment about all my strings being cut and just walked away. I believe that she is part, like I had thought, of the problem with me now being kicked out of my home. Well, I wasn't wanting to move out of here for a few more years. I wanted to buy a place, but that's not going to be. Which means I need to find a place that would be similar to this. There's no way I could survive in a normal apartment complex. That ain't going to be. So I need to find an old place, possibly a single house. That's what I used to rent, but it was real small. Well, we'll know for sure if I go pick up that certified letter, but nah. The signs are here. Putting a door on my house without a door handle or a lock and letting it go for days. Coming here and chopping down all my strings while I'm at work. Leaving a hint with the neighbor that someone's going to be leaving here. It's me. Now this young man, he doesn't mind smarting off to you and being a wise ass. But when you had it up to here with it and you start giving it back to him, he knows he has the power of retribution, which you don't. He owns the property. And this is a guy who wouldn't do anything about a tree that if it would have fell, it would have cut right through my bedroom, which is made of drywall and vinyl siding and 2x4s. And it was leaning right where it would have fell. And if I would have been sleeping in that room at the time, it would have killed me. And he didn't do anything about it for 2 years. Finally, he did something about it. When I told him he needed to do something about it since he was the building owner, he said he wasn't worried about it because he has insurance. He didn't seem to care that that tree would come down while I'm sleeping one night and kill me. He doesn't care about people's cars being damaged. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. So my life is about to change in the next couple months. I was so happy where I used to live. Moving here was kind of a downer, but I kind of made it my home and I'm used to it. And now I got to go through a big hassle. and try to find someplace. Yeah, I'll keep you up to date. See ya.